My name is Melissa Divan. I'm an associate attorney at VA Disability Group LLC, and today I'm going to talk about the C&P examination for temporomandibular disorders. First, I'll go over some symptoms of temporomandibular disorders, considerations, and discuss paths to service connection. Next, I'll go over the regulations that provide the ratings for these disorders. Finally, I will review a Disability Benefits Questionnaire, or DBQ, to prepare you for your exam. The DBQ is the form that the examiner gets from the VA to be used in determining your rating for a condition. What you can expect at the exam: discussion pertaining to your medical history, symptoms, onset, diagnosis, and treatments or doctor recommendations, a physical examination, diagnostic testing, and/or imaging. Let's go over some symptoms of temporomandibular disorders. They include soreness or pain in the jaw joints, pain that extends throughout the face, neck, and ears, stiffness, limited motion of the mouth or jaw, clicking, popping, and grinding with movement of the mouth, headaches, or muscle spasms. Trauma to the head, neck, or jaw may cause temporomandibular disorders, or the condition may be a result of bruxism, or the habitual grinding or clenching of the teeth. It is important to note that VA dental coverage is only available to those veterans who are rated at 100% or to those who have a compensable service-connected dental condition. VA disability benefits include dental conditions that impair your jaw, so it is important to link your condition to a temporomandibular disorder, as VA disability benefits include those conditions that somehow impair your jaw. Service connection could be granted on a direct basis, meaning that you have a current diagnosis, you suffered an injury, illness, or event while you were in service on active duty, and that there is a link between your current diagnosis and the in-service injury, illness, or event. Service connection is also possible on a secondary basis in relation to an already service-connected condition, such as traumatic brain injury or PTSD. Regulation 38 CFR Section 4.150 outlines the VA schedule of ratings for dental or oral conditions under Diagnostic Code 9905. The VA rating schedule includes ratings of 10 to 50%. Compensation for temporomandibular joint disorder varies depending on how far you can open your mouth, whether your treating physician has recommended an altered or restricted diet, and the specific type of diet recommended. Now we'll walk through the DBQ. On page 1, the examiner will complete this page based on the request from the VA and the review of relevant evidence in your file. Section 1 covers the diagnosis or diagnoses related to the claimed conditions, such as temporomandibular joint condition or TMJ or bruxism. Section 2 covers your medical history. You should be prepared to describe when your condition began and the frequency, duration, severity, and functional impairment that you experienced during a flare-up. Section 3 is specific to range of motion and functional limitation. The examiner will consider the range of motion that you have in your jaw moving side to side and front to back. The VA will only rate one of those directions and will assign a rating based on which measurement gives you the maximum or highest possible rating. This section of the exam continues through page 6. Section 5 is specific to dietary restrictions. Restrictive diets include mechanically altered foods diet, full liquid diet, pureed foods, soft or semi-soft foods. A mechanically altered food diet refers to foods that must be altered by blending, chopping, grinding, or mashing so that they can easily be chewed and swallowed. Section 5 provides space for the examiner to note any other pertinent physical findings, complications, conditions, signs, symptoms, or scars related to any condition listed in the diagnosis section. This includes discussion related to scarring or disfigurement of the skin related to any conditions or treatment for the conditions included in your diagnosis section. If you have related scars or disfigurement, then the appropriate dermatological DBQ should also be completed. Section 6 is specific to diagnostic testing and the findings and results of those tests or images. Keep in mind that a diagnosis for degenerative arthritis, osteoarthritis, or post-traumatic arthritis must be confirmed by imaging studies. Section 6 continues on to page 7. Section 8 provides space for the examiner to include any additional remarks or pertinent information. Section 9 is simply for the examiner's credentials, certification, and signatures. It's ideal to have all of your VA and private medical records available for the examiner to review, which is typically the case. If any of your medical records are unavailable, be sure to have detailed notes with you that you can share important information with the physician during your exam. That concludes this video. If you would like more information, just click on the links provided below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our page for more content, resources, and information about your VA disability benefits.